Hello, I'm trying to find decent lighting in my car, but I've felt so inspired to come on and share this message that kind of came to me this morning. Guess that's a little better. Okay, I'll just stick with this. Damn it. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this came to me this morning. First, okay, this is for women who have a hard time slowing down and relaxing and do not prioritizing it. And by relaxing, I don't mean just laying on the couch and reading or watching TV. Those are enjoyable activities. I mean like making time to focus on yourself, your breathing, relaxing tension from your body. So first of all, why do we care about relaxing? I mean, we've lived this way our whole lives. We work really hard, we push really hard, we take care of everyone around us, we get a lot done, we're freaking accomplishing and doing and striving and moving ahead in life. So why do we even want to relax when we've kind of gone through our lives doing what we're doing, right? Well, this is why, because stress and stress-related disease kills more people than anything else, okay? So let's just say, okay, well, I'm used to living in a state of stress. That's my comfort level. I like to do things, I like to stay busy, I kind of feed off the stress. It makes me feel alive, it motivates me, it pushes me. I like it. Okay, well, at some point you're going to hit a wall because we can only take so much stress. It's like making deposits in a bank. If you're not making some deposits in your bank and investing back in yourself, at some point you're going to hit a wall and your stress level is going to just hit the roof. You're going to get sick. You're going to get panic attacks. You're not going to be able to function anymore. You're going to feel really disconnected. The fast pace of your life is impacting your ability to connect with your family, with the people you love, connect with yourself. And the reason that it's so hard to slow down and relax, I'm going to give you a few reasons. And if you're watching, I don't have anyone on right now, but if you're watching this later, really think about this. Reason number one, you don't want to relax and slow down, is because of the self-loathing and self-negative thoughts that bombard you when you slow down. Hi, who's ever watching? So you're afraid to slow down. Hi, Tofik. Nice to see you. So you're afraid to slow down and relax because the second that you do, what's going to hit you are these self-loathing and self-negative thoughts about how you're not good enough, you're not doing enough, you're not smart enough, you're not capable enough, you're not worthy enough. All these not enough, all these self-loathing thoughts. So the reason that you don't do it is because it's easier and safer and feels better just to keep yourself busy and fill up every moment of your life so you can run away from those thoughts and you don't have to listen to those thoughts because it's painful. You don't want to hear those horrible thoughts and actually admit that you might not like yourself very much. Those thoughts are just always underlying and it's really painful to hear them. Another reason why it's hard to slow down and relax is because you are a perfectionist and you are worried about what other people think. So you want to be living the perfect life from the outside. You want your house to be clean, you want the laundry to be done, you want the meals to be cooked, you want to put everyone else first so that it's almost like you're proving to yourself and to other people that you are worthy of their respect or worthy of their admiration or attention. So you're driven by this outer approval. You're afraid of people judging you. So you will push yourself to the max to keep up that appearance and to keep, looking like your life is held together and everything is perfect, everything's running smoothly. You're so capable. You're so efficient, right? You're taking care of everybody. Look at all the amazing things you are doing. And yes, you are amazing. But what is it costing you to not give back to yourself and slow down and connect with yourself? It's costing you, first of all, your energy. You're depleted, you're exhausted, you have no energy, you probably don't have any sex drive, you don't have any desire to really do anything fun, probably, because you're just exhausted from everything that you're doing, right? So the self-loathing thoughts or the self-negative thoughts, the need for perfectionism, and the third reason that it's hard for you to slow down and relax, or you don't know how to, well, there's actually two more things I want to touch on. One is you are running away from your emotions. So there are painful emotions, or there's trauma that you have not dealt with, and you know that if you actually take time to slow down and connect, that you'll have to face those feelings, whether they're anger, betrayal, just abuse maybe that you've experienced. So there's too much pain. So it's just so much easier to keep going and pushing and striving and filling up every moment of your life with something else than to have to face those emotions and that pain and heal from them. But here's the thing, that stuff is there whether you acknowledge it or not, and it's running your life. That trauma that you haven't healed from is underneath and running the show of your life. So it doesn't matter if you keep running away from those emotions. It doesn't mean they go away. In fact, they're just building up. Hi, Kimberly Dawn in Hawaii. How are you? So that trauma is just building up in your cells, the emotions that you're running from, and it's going to turn into pain in your body or illness. So you can't run away from those emotions. They're still going to be there. And then the last reason is because we are just not taught how to relax or slow down. It is not a priority. It's not something that anyone ever talks about. Think back to your life. Think about everything you heard from your parents, everything you learned maybe at church if you grew up in church, everything you learned at school, every teacher that you had growing up. Did any one of them ever talk about the importance of relaxing and slowing down? I guarantee you that none of them did, unless your mother or father was a yoga teacher or meditated or something like that. Right, Kim? Can you relate to this? The only thing we're taught is how to make good grades, how to push more, how to strive more, what do you want to do with your career, how to get along with other people. I mean, important things, obviously, but no one ever says, hey, you really need to make sure that you take care of yourself and schedule time in your day to do some breathing and relaxation, whatever it is, so that you are nurturing yourself and you're not burning yourself out. I mean, I remember, like, when you're in college, those of you who've been to college, you stay up, you pull all-nighters to study for those exams. It's just like a normal thing that you're expected to do, and kids are taking uppers and drinking a bunch of coffee or whatever they need to do so that they can stay up all night and pass those exams. And that's like normal. It's normal. Like, no one ever really questions it. It's just like, yeah, that's what you do when you're in college. Well, what the hell? What are we doing to ourselves? No one ever talks about, what happens to your body if you keep doing that to yourself, how you're going to get sick, how the stress is going to accumulate. I mean, this is ridiculous what we do to ourselves in this society because we're just not taught how to do it. Our idea of relaxing is to tune out by turning on the TV or whatever it is. That's enjoyable, that's fun, that's a great distraction. That's not relaxing, because the tension is still going to be there. And in fact, if you're watching something that's, high stress or whatever, you're actually probably getting more stressed watching it. So what's happening to the tension in your body? It's still there. So unless you consciously decide to make it a priority to relax And there's many ways to do it. I mean, I can list a bunch of ways, but it is like, it's not just checking out and distracting yourself. It is making a decision that you are consciously going to do this action and release and let go and surrender and let the tension go out of your body and mind and connect. Because if you're not connecting, you are missing out on so much joy in your life. You're not connecting with yourself, so then you're probably making decisions that are not the best decisions for you because you're not taking time to check in with your intuition or just, assess what you're doing. You're not going to have healthy, fulfilling relationships with anyone in your life because you're in a constant state of stress. So I know I'm kind of on a rant here, but I'm really passionate about this because I see it all around me. I've seen it in myself. I was making myself crazy, having panic attacks and worrying about every little thing all the time, major anxiety. I didn't know how to relax either. It only was when I was to the point where I could barely function anymore that I figured it out. And why do we wait until that point? Like, why do we wait? And it's because of all the things I mentioned, and that we are not taught to prioritize our own selves. We're taught to put everyone else first and ourselves last. And we're taught that the way to build value and to feel valuable and to be important in society is by all of the things that we do, all the things we can check off our list every day, all the things that we accomplish. But at the end of the day, what does that even mean? Like, what's really important? All the things that you got done today? Or, hi, who's ever. Hi, Jossie, nice to see you. Is your to-do list and your accomplishments really more important than the quality of your life? Than connecting with yourself and having rich relationships with everyone around you? Running around, filling up every moment. I mean, and another thing, I know I'm really ranting, but I'm going to get off soon. Like, when you have a free moment, do you sit down and look at, okay, I know I'm on Facebook now, but do you sit down and look at your phone and then you're on your phone for 20 minutes? Those 20 minutes have just gone by and you're like scrolling. I mean, it happens to me, happens to everyone, right? So instead of those 20 minutes where you could actually be enriching your life with movement or meditation or breathing or taking a nice walk outside, whatever it is, you're on social media, distracted with everybody else's stuff, and probably feeling more stressed. Hi, Chase. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time, but I see you on Facebook. So I'm just on a bit of a rant about, you'll have to go back and watch because I'm just wrapping up my little rant today, but I just felt really compelled and really passionate to come out here and say it like it is and wake everybody up. We need to wake the fuck up, okay? It's time. Stop deluding yourself by thinking that the more you accomplish and the more you do is the way to happiness and fulfillment, because I'll tell you it isn't. And unless you slow down and, hi Kate, unless you slow down and start listening to yourself and connecting with yourself and allowing space and time in your life, you're going to be hollow and empty, depleted, exhausted, and overwhelmed. So that is my message today. Please comment, anyone who's rewatching, if this resonates with you, if you have any stories to share, if you can relate. I know everyone I know can relate. Everyone I know can relate. So, hi Cheryl. I'm just wrapping up, dear. So sending so much love to everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Namaste. Much love. Thank you, guys.